Okay, I'm gonna try to leave y'all alone, but this shit is so goddamn funny. Okay, remember, um, several times we have talked about, like, on Facebook where you show your relationship status or whatever, and we flip ours, okay? And University of Florida, baby, used to insist, because, we be in and out, whatever. And he used to insist that goddamn relationship status flip and connect, okay? Because, you could just change it to say you're in a relationship, whatever, and then you can connect it to who you're in a relationship with. We do all the steps. And the reason why my people be laughing at me on my real platforms, because it has flipped and changed and switched and all this is several times. Honey, it's I'm old, okay. Listen, my resume is gonna be a little lengthy, okay. I'm old. I've been had a lot going on. But check this out right here. This is so damn funny.
To therapy again that I know of. Okay, so I've got my iPad here, and I'm going to list the different things that happened during this time period that I'd included in this email to our couples therapist. Also listed in this email were a list of 10 non-negotiables that I had given to Will. This was during the hysterical bonding period, and I think I knew for sure that he was not going to do any of these, even though they were very simple. But I still gave him this list just to see if he could. And if anything, it was good for me, because it truly showed me how little he was willing to do to repair things. And it was a big wake-up call when such simple things weren't done. So let's go over these. 1, delete and block messages, pictures, and phone numbers from anyone he had behaved horribly with or is tempted to behave that way with, even those he had just flirted with. So, and at this time, Will had said that this was done, but I received no proof or had been able to see his phone for myself to see if that was done. 2, delete all pictures of the other baby mama on his phone. He untagged one picture on his Instagram, but again, no clue about the phone. Delete and block all of these same girls on the social media platforms. He said he's done that, but his friend count on Facebook had only dropped by 5 people. The other baby mama is still on all of his social media platforms. And again, we all know that it was way more than 5 people. Another one, number 4, was to list us in a relationship on Facebook. He did this at first, but it was set to private, so only us could see this. It took several days and several arguments to get him to change it to public, and the whole exchange felt awful.
Baby, ain't that crazy? And I think I heard a few people out here say that they don't be doing all of that on Facebook or whatever. Fuck that. Y'all got to step y'all ego up. Fuck that. Okay? No. No. Facebook put that button on there for a goddamn reason. And we going through it. Okay? And I've had, relationships where they demanded I get that notification, and where I'm, listen, when we doing a Facebook change, right? When we doing it, because I know how you get down when we doing it.
Number 5, he had to change his profile picture to something of us. At that point, it was not done. He did end up doing that after I had ended things, but by that point, way too late. Number 6, he needed to semi-regularly post about us on social media, because this is how he was able to cheat, right? Some of you guys have already picked up that if you Google him, it still shows that he's married to his original wife, and he only has 3 kids. And with him not showing me on his social media, he was able to easily share that he was single. Number 7, told that I was loved on a regular basis. I think he said it once and that was it. Give compliments on a regular basis. And again, he really didn't do this. And I wasn't looking to be gassed up all the time. That's not what it was about. At this point in time, my self-esteem was completely in the toilet. And a lot of times, he's not a good compliment giver to begin with. And 2, like, he would get ready and it would be just like radio silence. So I just needed, at that time, something from him. Number 9, I needed to be given free access to all of his devices, and that was never done. And this felt like he was having a double life. He told me once that he wasn't going to let me see his phone just because I had asked to see it. And then another time was because he didn't want me to see the messages he had with this other baby mama. And to me, this felt like clearly he had something to hide when it came to her. And obviously that was extremely damaging. And also a non-negotiable was to go to personal therapy and couples therapy. And I said, he needs serious help. And that is so true, because by this point, I mean, his behaviors, this is what I wrote. I said, his all about me behavior, manipulation tactics, his I can do anything and everything better than you attitude, even on things that have nothing to do with him or only has basic knowledge of, but still thinks he can or knows how to do better. Using self-deprecating remarks about himself to appear humble or bitch or ego-boosting comments. He did this a lot. Triangulating people. He constantly liked to triangulate me with his ex-wife, which I never understood. You would think you'd want people to get along and, have a synergistic family, but instead he was pitting people against each other, and this is a very common narcissist tactic. Pre-planning how he was going to move people around and things like he was playing a game of chess, and he had a severe lack of empathy. So as you can see, those things were pretty simple and pretty basic for him to do. And again, I'm happy that I did give him that list, because it was a huge turning point for me when he wasn't able to do such small and basic things.
Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? I hadn't listened. I had just got to the Facebook part. I hadn't listened to the whole list. Now I'm asking my goddamn self. Boy, this shit stuff. Boy, be having me questioning myself. I know I be doing right, but I wonder, am I lazy in relationships? Am I lazy? Because ain't no way in hell I'm going to tell you that I need you to tell me that you love me, that you care about me, that this, that, and that you blah, 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 blah. No, if we're having an issue and I need to have some kind of something before I check out, I'll say, hey, one, because, maybe communication is an issue or whatever. And I need to make sure this works for you and it works for me. So, write a letter. Letter writing is an easy form of communication. And tell me this, whatever. I do the same with my child, do the same with anybody that has a problem with communication. Reason being, letter writing serves a whole bunch of purposes, right? But that's it. Once I'm there, and it's for the purpose of, okay, do we really like each other? Should we really be together? What is going on? I don't know what to call this thing. That next step is there is no next step. I'm done, right? I'm not dealing with um, your inability to communicate. I'm not dealing with that. That's crazy. You know, that's crazy as hell. You grown, ain't you? And I gave you an out. If you're unable to verbalize it, write it down. That's it. I'm not gonna ask nobody to give me no affirmations. I'm not gonna ask you to tell me that you like me. No, be real with me because I'm gonna be real with you. If I'm not liking you, I need you to tell me I'm not liking you. Like, this is crazy shit. Someone, am I lazy in relationship? Am I supposed to be doing all this extra shit? Because it's some extra ass shit. I can't do it. Because that's not what I feel. I don't feel like I don't get it. I don't feel like I need to strong arm nobody to tell me that you either like my black ass or you don't. If you don't like me, that is fine. Bye. Don't give a fuck. Shit. But I mean, that is the craziest shit I've ever. Like, you got to post us on social media. You got to da da da. I'm gonna tell you, this is so crazy because I don't expect. Okay, I got good enough sense to individualize everybody, right? So I don't expect everybody to act the same and all that extra shit, whatever. I don't expect in certain things one to do one to be over the top and the other isn't over the top when it comes to me. I don't expect that, you know. So now that ain't got nothing to do with finances and stuff like that. It ain't got nothing to do with that. That I do expect. Other than that, no. But listen, telling somebody that you got to post them on social media and all that type of shit or whatever, you know, all of that is a way of letting these women know that he has someone and that he cares for that person and that person in their life, blah, 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 blah. Right? One, I told you, hoes don't care about that. Two, I wouldn't want nobody, I won't want, like, I don't want to strong arm nobody into doing nothing that they don't want to do. You know, that seems like it gives her some kind of comfort and some type of you know, sense of being loved and being number one, whatever. Honey, see, that's the way when I'm telling you, gotta think at a higher level. Think at least a level two and above. Girl, if you are making him do that, he does not feel that way. And you have a false sense of how you feeling. And this is crazy shit. And do you see how social media plays a big part in our lives, especially relationship and shit like that? So that's why social media is another thing that you have to handle with care. When you're in a relationship, when you know, whether with your children, with your significant other, with your parents, with whomever. Ain't that crazy? I promise you I'm trying to stay off your timeline, but this shit here, y'all know I get excited. I have to share. That's just crazy. I have to get it out, honey. That's crazy as hell to me. Strong arming somebody. I don't, you gotta step your ego up. It should make you feel bad that you got a strong arm motherfucker to post a picture about you or this, that, and the third, whatever. Let me tell you. One day because I mean, me and that Walker husband, I mean, it went south 2 days after we got married, and it was crazy. It was a crazy shit the whole time, right? I'm not saying it was shit was going on every day and stuff like that, but towards the end, shit was going on, right? But I remember he had a picture of myself and my baby over his visor, right on the outside of it. And he the whole Jacksonville child. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I wonder whatever happened to that Susan. Something was wrong with Susan. I didn't know. I didn't understand none of this. I don't know if it was some kind of cover setup. There's something going on now that I think about it. But when I tell you, this was some Lifetime movie motherfucking shit with that goddamn Susan. And you know what? I'm so furious now thinking about it. I'm going to have to get that bitch back. She lives here. I'm going to beat her ass. Somebody going to tell me about Susan. But let me get this out. I'm going to tell you about Susan. So he had the picture. I was like, I mean, to me, I don't expect men to do all that type of sentimental, that type of cute stuff, whatever, because that's not normal. That's not how all men do, and they don't do it all the time, whatever. A lot of men don't have the romantic, you know, gene like that. You understand what I'm saying? They, special occasions, yeah, just because that, they'll pop up just because here and there. You know what I'm saying? You have some more than others. You know? You have some that will love bomb the shit out you. Okay? But you have to look at, you have to, sometimes there's something behind that love bombing. But other than that, I don't be expecting all of that. I mean, but I was surprised. I was like, oh, he got a picture of me and my baby, over his visor. And being the woman I am, I asked, where's the picture of your children? Okay, let's get another 2 pictures up there, please. Thank you. But anyway, let me tell you about that motherfucking Susan. Now, you can tell me if I'm off or not. Because, listen, I take a piece of a lint on the bed, honey, and turn that into something. I wonder what that motherfucker doing. It's a piece of lint on his bed. He doing something. But no. So, let me see. Okay. First incident. Mr. Walker thought it was a good idea to stay out all night. Now, I know Mr. Walker loves to be at work on time, very early, because he got to walk around and look cute, right? I ain't never seen nobody stay in the bathroom that long. Longer than you. Thank God in that first apartment we lived in, they had kind of like modern, so it was double sink situation. Matter of fact, most of the places I stayed in it is a double sink situation, but I thought that was the first apartment that we had a double sink, right? and that was the first apartment after they got married. Anyway, he thought it was a good idea not to come home. All right. So 2 o'clock is the national standard time to have your ass in the door, right? 1:58. This is where I began to get up and get whatever means that I'm gonna be transporting your shit, how the hefty bag or whatever, right? Because I know at 1:58 I better be hearing that nervous ass key in my motherfucking door. If not, not a problem, you know. But at 1:58, I'm headed to the kitchen to get that trash bag. Went and got trash bags, putting his shit in. Now, mind you, my mama never did agree with how I go overboard when on my revenge shit and my me showing my ass and whatever. You tap me on my arm, I'm gonna shoot you in yours. That type of shit. Never did agree, right? And a lot of people use that to their advantage because they will call her to get me off their ass, okay? Because they know she is going to get on me, grown ass adult or a child, but usually grown ass adult. But anyway, so I was up that entire morning. I had gone to the hairdresser. Dresser had my hair whacked off into not quite as short as that one in that picture, but you know how that style we had where it was low rear shaving in the back, and it was some kind of like a little bob all the way around. Y'all remember that little style, right? So it wasn't feathered or anything. It wasn't like the Tony Braxton look. It was the bob all the way around. So had had my all my hair cut off and um, getting it into that style. And actually, that was the style before it went to the shorter style. So, and I always go to these hairdressers that do what we would equate to celebrity hair or whatever. So they have it take months to get an appointment, and they take all goddamn day. So I'm going to the hairdresser after I got off of work. I got home. I was there. My appointment was at 6. I'll never forget this. And I got home at 12. Okay. And the lady that did my hair, name was Icy. Asked around in Jacksonville, honey. She is the one in Jacksonville who put a where your hair was flowing like the wind. I don't know what is it called. Had all that body in your hair. A wrap. It was a wrap. She put a wrap on the map in Jacksonville. Okay. She had my hair flying and flowing like them goddamn white people all down my back. I mean, it was like a goddamn thick ass wig. It was crazy. Okay. So anyway, so I got home at 12. He wasn't there. It was on a Friday, and the money was on my dresser, right? Okay. So here's two. Here comes two. So I went in the kitchen, and how my mama's room was, she could see me. She could see me going past her room. So, so by, so, oh, no, I ain't gonna get the bags at 2. I ain't gonna get the bags at 2. So, I was up the entire night. Okay, up the entire night. Both of us had 2 jobs. I had taken off that night to get my hair done from the night job. Okay, up all night. So, I know he had to be to work at 7:30. I know he like to get there by 7, cause at the hospital, parking, right? Susan worked at the hospital. So, um, so I stayed up all night, mad, fueling, cause I ain't never experienced no shit like this. No out all night motherfucking shit. Oh no, honey. So my mama was up. Her light was on. I was in our room packing his shit, right? So and I had to be to work. Now this is 24 hours. I'm up. I had to be to work at 7:30 as well, baby. And it was a little rain going on, but it hadn't stopped. So I had all his shit in them bags. I had to had them bags in my hand and my purse. And my mom was up sitting on the edge of the bed. And I had to fucking run my big ass past her room. Right? Because she knew it was going to be hell. She knew it. She know her child. She know her child. Everybody know me. Know how this is going to work out. So
I'm running out of time on this one, so the next time I'm going to go.
Hold on. So I run and put the shit in my car. So I go to the hospital. I go to the employee's entrance. Right. Park my car. There's a big old tree in like in the parking lot, by the parking lot, right? I go and I stand up on the tree. When I saw him come by, he coming by, music turned up, honey. So you done made it to work. You coming in and going to work with your whole motherfucking bitch ass. I'm getting upset. I don't know why I'm talking about him. I'm getting I'm traumatized. I'm triggered. This motherfucker, let me tell you. He passes by, bopping, sunroof open, right? Because I said it had cleared up from the rain. Bops by, motherfucking bitch. And I said, okay. So when he goes by, he has to take a left to turn to employees parking. The tree is on the opposite side of employees parking. So I saw him, and I had on these black 6-foot-inch fucking kind of like a platform leather fucking shoes. I had on my black and white little dress with the little gathering in the back. And of course, my hair was laid. Okay? But it's cut off. Okay. So he parks. Fate would have it. He comes out the parking lot to go into employee's entrance on the same side as the tree. When I wait till he gets passed by, cause you know by that time they done trained us in. Because I tell you in Jacksonville, you work for them people. You ain't just gonna be no lawyer. You ain't gonna sit your ass there and just be no lawyer. Just like detectives ain't gonna be just be no detectives, and state's attorney ain't gonna be no say you gonna do it. They're gonna train you for all of it. Tell you know the goddamn chokehold. So anyway, so um, you know, I had done hit myself by the tree. He walks past the motherfucking tree. I'm getting so fucking upset. I don't know how many decades this done been. he passes the tree. He gets in the street, and I call his name. He turned around and kept walking. Now I don't know, cause he should have known it was me. I'm pretty sure my face looked the same, even though I don't have no hat on the motherfucker. And he walks by. He walks by, and you know what? I think he did know it was me. This shit was happening so fast. He walks by and badges in. I'm talking to myself at this point. Baby, I caught an employee going in the you know, in the hospital, in the back door, right? And before that door shut, that employee badged in, before that door shut, I was right behind. Then when I got in that hallway, I called his name again because it's a long ass motherfucking hallway. I called his name. He turned around and was like he was coming toward me. Y'all, I looked like one of them motherfucking super friends in them goddamn tall ass platform ass heels. I charged at that motherfucker, and baby, we was going. We was going. You could hear them calling over the intercom about security. Oh, baby. At that point, see, he's 6'4". I'm taller in those platforms. Oh, baby. I'm choking him all on the motherfucking wall and shit. Oh, we are rolling on from wall to wall to wall to wall to wall. HR was in the back as well by that employee badging part. And when I kept hearing them holler for the police and all of that, I let go and ran out. When I ran out, I went to my car, got his motherfucking shit. By that time, his boys done came round in the little motherfucking cart. Everybody that be to my house, everybody that be to the park and all that bullshit. Um, the security, the police is out there in the back now. I ain't give a fuck. I took his shit, put it all out there in the rain. You know how we talking to him, but he ain't back there. Show my entire motherfucking ass. Okay? Jumped in my car and went to work on them police people job. Lord, I'm so embarrassed. Get to my job, get to my desk by 7:30. Ring-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang. It's my mom. Cussing me out. I knew you was up to something. I knew it. I knew you you was up to something. You ain't take your ass to sleep the whole night. I knew it. I knew. You don't want that boy job. That boy say he done went in the office. He damn near done got fired. I knew you was up to, I knew it. I knew it. Oh my gosh. She cussed me. You crazy motherfucker. I told you just take things too far. And I'm at them people's job where I can barely say anything. Because again, I'm at the people's job with the badges and shit. Okay? Honey, I was so goddamn upset. So, did the, I was able to do my first job. But I wasn't in no frame of mind to go to my second job again. So I called out. And me and the fake ass girlfriend, we was working at nights then, with the job that had us doing all that goddamn work. And I went to and the mall has always been my refuge. It's always been my place to think, to talk, and whatever. Not, to talk it through to myself. And I went to the mall, and I stayed in that mall for, probably from 6 to close to 9. And I was just walking around. I just walked every inch of it. Went to a majority of the stores or whatever. And baby, he couldn't come back there, baby. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Um, so, Susan. Let's get to Susan, this bitch. So, I had, I had, gotten sick, right? Gotten sick. GI problems. Before that, this bitch Susan used to call my house. First time she called. Now, listen to this. I told him because I realized that you have with babies from women. Now, the first baby mama, I didn't know that she was an undesirable. Um, Only after I, you know, figured out that, not figured out, but it was widely known that um, she had a baby from a teenager, right? A person that was under 18 while she was engaged and a full grown adult with an adult child. And actually, she was engaged to what turned out to be Mr. Walker's cousin, who turned gay later on. The cousin did. And we were cohabitating for a minute before my house got ready. Yeah. That is the gay cousin that Mr. Walker had came to find me at one of them Kenny's houses when my mom had died, and I don't know how he found me. First, I don't know how he know my mom died, and two, I guess he figured, well, he could, you know, somewhere to, where be central location. That if anybody looking for me, that'd be one place to go, right? But anyway, so she was like 22 and he was 16. But that was the only thing, and she had a nice job down there at the light company. Oh yeah. So, and you tell me I can't do one of these. I might can't tell these stories like these people do it, but I got something to tell. It ain't gonna be all this a lot of shit they got going on because I don't stick in there long enough for all of that. But it'd be some interesting shit. So, anyway, so Susan calls the house. I'm like, hello, Master with Mr. Walker. Who is this? Let me go back to the churn mama. I had done said because the the one I'm talking about, the 22-year-old, she is so in love with him or whatever. She was so motherfucking disrespectful. I wasn't going to deal with, no, this was before she got disrespectful. Prior to that, I wasn't finna deal with no baby mama drama. So they could not call my house. They can call your mama. She can deliver a message. But you can't call they ain't calling the house. Cell phone either. Call your mama. Call his mama. They can call us. Okay? Or you. But it's going to be us. Anyway. Because I wasn't dealing with all of that. Because I see, saw what kind of women he dealt with. Some, someone was okay and then, shit. But anyway. So Susan called. So I'm telling you that if the baby mamas can't call, bitch, who is you? Call my house. I'm asking Miss Walker. Oh, who is you? Susan. I'm like, Susan, honey, listen. I don't know what Mr. Walker has told you, but I don't allow women to call my house asking for Mr. Walker. Goodbye. Hung up. And this is where I don't know if something is wrong with her or not. I don't know. And see, this is why, okay, you know what? Now I got a problem with hoes. I didn't have a problem with them now, but now that I think about it, and I'm getting triggered, 3 or 4 different things triggering my motherfucking ass. Hey, 3 or 4 motherfucking different things triggering my bitch ass right now. Hold on, wait a minute. I don't know if this bitch something was wrong with this motherfucker. I don't know what was going on. But I'm gonna tell you what all happened with Susan. And that's why I was sick of him, these hoes, and and I don't know if he's hypnotizing these hoes. It was a lot going on. I'm gonna tell you. So, um, Susan calls back. I'm like, hello? May I speak to Dara? I'm like, baby, didn't I just tell you, not to call my motherfucking house? Well, he said I can call. I said, well, bitch, I'm telling you, you can't. And he's standing up in the room. Get your motherfucking ass off my line and click. Okay. So, now I get sick. Later on, I get sick, goes to the hospital. Susan works with him. Because I had to ask him, who the fuck is Susan? She works with him, and she has a job as a lab person that run the lab screens, and she allegedly goes with a white guy named Robert. I don't know if that was a cover up now or not. Now that I think about it, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay? But check this out right here. I get sick, go to the hospital. Hospital right across the street. He takes me to the hospital. Have emergency surgery. I'm before I had emergency surgery. I'm in the ER. I'm laying in the bed. He's not in there. He's not in there at that particular time. Guess who came in my room? Susan. Susan comes in my room and stood up, standing there, looking at me, looking back at her. I am in excruciating pain. I'm like, she's like, I'm Susan, and I work at the lab, and la, 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 la. I was like, okay, bitch, what else you want? So he comes back because he thinks he's some celebrity at the motherfucking hospital. He comes back. I was like, hey, that motherfucking Susan lady done came in here. He said, I trying to tell you we just friends and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Well, had that motherfucker come here no goddamn more. I don't know what kind of motherfucking games going on. Should I watch Lifetime? Bitch could try. I swear for God, this is true facts. Listen, if I ever run up against Mr. Walker, I'm gonna line his ass up. I want one. I'll need a fade from him. I need another one. I need some. Yeah, yeah. I done got motherfucking mad. Now that I think of it, don't try me, motherfucker. Don't try me. I don't play no shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't play no shit like that. I don't play games on the motherfucking field or off to let a motherfucker know I play games. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. So let me tell you about this motherfucker. So, okay, so that happens. Now, I told you in those apartments, they were new apartments. Susan and allegedly her white boyfriend Robert moves in the same apartments. We're in the front, they're in the back on the same side. Robert used to come to the house. Okay. Help me, Jesus. Give me strength. Hopefully y'all hear me knocking. Who is it? Susan. I'm opening the door. Is Daryl here? I'm like, bitch, don't bring your ass in my motherfucking house. Bitch, is you crazy? I'm looking for my boy, and I slammed the motherfucking door. The crazy bitch goes home and calls. I'm like, Mr. Walker, I almost called up on that. Mr. Walker, listen, I don't know what the fuck. He said, I tried to tell you, she go with Robert. I said, I don't trust none of that. Because you done drove that bitch car before and all that. I don't trust none of that. This might be a motherfucking cover up. I don't give a fuck. And she called. I'm like, bitch, do you want your ass whooped? Because, see, here's the thing, right? People think just because you're a lawyer, just because you work for the people, whatever, that you won't whip ass. I think I've whipped the most ass while employed for the motherfuckers. State and federal. What is you talking about? I think I made the most threats while employed with the motherfuckers. I done got triggered and I done got motherfucking traumatized and I'm motherfucking mad. Because I think the motherfuckers was playing with me. I don't like that shit. Don't try my motherfucking intelligence, whole ass motherfucking bitch. Now, I don't know if something was wrong with that motherfucking lady. And whatever. I don't and she calls my boyfriend and now, bitch, no. But, like, what is, like, I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you. Nuh-uh. Try to tell me my motherfucking ass. And so I didn't mind him, the boy Robert, the cover up boyfriend, the real boyfriend, whatever the fuck he was coming down. I ain't had no problem with that. He was always nice and decent and respectful. But this bitch, Well, Mr. Walker said I can call. I said, well, bitch, he done gave you the wrong information. He done gave you the wrong motherfucking information. He's actually putting your motherfucking life in jeopardy, bitch. Don't call my motherfucking house no goddamn mo. Yeah. I done been through all kinds of motherfucking shit with these goddamn niggas. And these sorry ass bitches. The fuck? Let me get off this motherfucker.